Hi there, and welcome to BizTech on Ghana Web TV, where we always bring you compelling innovation stories as well as business news that made headlines in the course of the week. My name is Na Oyokote. Now, delivery of items has been made convenient and less stressful for Ghanaians thanks to LocQar Ghana. The indigenous company has some special technological features to provide parcel pickup location via smart lockers and is made accessible to anyone who uses it. My colleague Mauli Aholumega has the full report with business strategy of LocQar Ghana, Frederick Atiga. Have a look.
E-commerce businesses are fast spreading in the country. One of them is LocQar, a solely owned Ghanaian company that is building safety drop-off boxes placed in specific and strategic locations across the country. And they are doing this by the use of technology. And this will enable users and even courier services to be able to store their items for a specific period of time. I'll be speaking to the business strategist of the company. His name is Frederick Atiga, and he would be telling us more about this innovation on the market. And so welcome back to this edition of BizTech. We'll get straight into it. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Okay. Tell us your name and what you do.
My name is Frederick Atiga, and I handle business strategy and marketing for LocQar.
Okay. We actually saw a video of the LocQar online. What exactly is the LocQar?
LocQar is a smart, safe drop-off box that allows individuals and businesses to be able to put in items temporarily for others to pick up, or equally save it there within a short period between 24 to 48 hours.
Okay. Was there a specific inspiration that went into you in making these lockers?
Yes. A lot of thinking actually went into it, because the whole idea is we're looking at the ecosystem in terms of delivery, package delivery, and all that. And you would agree with me that over the period, it's actually grown huge within a very short period. So for us, we looked at the system. We said, okay, why not create some other avenue aside the courier services, aside the direct drop-offs and pickups, where there were actually challenges in people accessing their things that they buy online, or maybe dropping off items to people. So that was the inspiration that came about in terms of developing the LocQar, giving people that freedom to be able to say, hey, you know what, I'm dropping off this item here. When you get there, you can actually pick up, or I'm actually buying something online and I'm maybe not in Accra or maybe not in town. So the vendor can just simply go to the LocQar, drop off, and then anytime you are back in town, you just pick up and you're gone.
In terms of the operations, what went into like making these boxes? Was it Ghanaians that came on board or something of the sort?
Yeah, it's 100% Ghanaian owned. So my CEO, Godwin Ejepong, who is the mastermind behind this, felt that, hey, this LocQar thing is happening elsewhere, but we needed to adapt to the Ghanaian culture, how we do our deliveries and all that. How safe is it? Do people really need it? And is there a problem to solve? And that was how come we were able to come up with the solution.
So you mentioned something very profound about the safety. How safe are these lockers in town?
Safety, I think that's the question that's literally on everybody's mind. How safe are they? I mean, looking at our safety as a country, and then within Accra, because that's where we're piloting from, we decided that, okay, we'll need some eyes on it. If you're going to put anything into our LocQar, we need to ensure that we have eyes on it. So in that sense, we have a 360-degree camera, 3 advantage locations, which picks up any individual who's coming to the LocQar at the point the person gets there, and anybody within the LocQar radius. So we have cameras fitted for that. The system is fully fitted with alarms as well, anti-tamper alarms. So anybody who tries to forcibly open the LocQar would also trigger that alarm. We also have a security guard on post to be able to protect the box, one, And also, I mean, it's technology and it's new, so these people would also be able to help out in case anybody comes in and they are unable to operate. And one of the key things that a lot of people are amazed when we tell them is that it's actually insured as well. So it's actually insured. So for anybody who puts an item in there up to 10,000 Ghana cedis, we ensure that anything goes wrong, we are able to pay for that. But I think along the line, I'll be able to touch on other mechanics as well.
I think it's quite great that users have some kind of insurance, but I want to find out from the users, how many hours are they going to be able to keep their things in these lockers?
Yeah. So first of all, we categorize, I mean, our users are segmented. So we have the individuals who can use our app or any other means like WhatsApp, which I probably will touch on again. And then there are the corporate accounts as well. So big online shops would be able to, who we are already in discussion with, we've also started some collaboration with some of them, will be able to drop off. For individuals, you have up to 24 hours in terms of using the locker. But if you want to extend it, you have that flexibility of doing that. For online shops, e-commerce and all that, we provide up to 48 hours within which they can keep their items for their users to pick up. In the case where they don't pick up, our system automatically generates a message for them that this individual has not picked up. Do we return the item to origin? So it's a well thought through process just to ensure that the customer journey is well served.
Okay, so I just want you to take me briefly through how long have you had this system in place, and in terms of the demand for the users as well?
We've had this since late last year, I think late October 2020. And I think I quite remember when we were doing the soft launch, somebody just walked by. So when we explained everything to the person, it's like, wow, yeah, the abrochia bagana, right? So it was much more of giving the people what exactly they needed, and then also solving a problem, which for us, always focusing on the pain points. And I must say there has been tremendous growth. When we started off, I think October ending into November, we're averaging about 10 users a day, unique users a day. And then in terms of total users a day, we're looking at people who could use the locker more than once in a day. December, obviously, a lot of people were in town. We're averaging about 25 users a day, unique users a day. And as at January ending into February, we're doing about 30 users a day. So it keeps growing. And for us, we are focusing a lot more on educating the public, educating the businesses who would want to use this. Because trust me, it is a solution which every business loves. They love the idea. They want to get involved. And it's growing. And for us, it's all about expanding the business, not just at the Accra Mall, which is piloting for free, but moving into other locations within Accra just to bring a locker closer to you.
So if you can give us some prospective locations. Now you have one in Accra. What are the other plans to expand, perhaps in Accra and outside Accra?
Yeah, it's interesting. You're the one asking the question. I would have even loved to ask you another question. But yeah, I mean, we're looking at prime areas. So we have one at the mall. We're looking at moving to Achimota. We're looking at moving to Junction Mall. We're looking at moving to ANC. These are prime locations that we feel that per the data available to us, we feel that, okay, a lot of courier services providers go to such areas to drop off items. You're looking at Medina, Adenta serving this part of the town and all that. So these are prospective areas that we look to expand to. And I must say next month we're bringing in quite a couple of lockers, and people who've already experienced what's happening at the Accra Mall for free would be able to equally enjoy this all the way to Weja Kaswa end.
So I'm sure you've had some eyeballs on you. Have you had any sort of government institution reach out to you and say, "Hey, we like what you're doing, we want to partner with you"? Have you guys had that so far?
Not yet, and yes. So we operate within a safe environment and an environment governed by laws, rules, and regulations. So even to actually place the locker where it is supposed to be, we had to get our permits from the municipal assemblies and all that. We have plans of also providing some sort of locker, but this time around for maybe their filing and all that. But that's something on a different tangent. But yes, they love the idea. they would want to partner when we get to their aspect. But for now, they feel that, okay, this is something which gives the city a facelift. If I go to Ladadeko Topon or I go to Lejokuku or wherever, these are areas that would have the LocQar, and it also gives society a facelift and helps in terms of the courier delivery system and then the drop-off package system as well.
Okay. So with every technology comes with maintenance, and obviously you have some issues. What are some of the systems that your outfit has in place to ensure that, okay, these lockers do not go defunct, or just abruptly? In terms of maintenance, what are you doing to ensure that these are very efficient working technology that you want to phase out in the market?
Yeah, I mean, we're in for the long term, and that would mean that whatever we're building has to last over time. So our lockers are built with robust materials. That's the first of it. And then we also have the marketing and the branding aspect, which we slap on all lockers. It would interest you to know that since October till now, we've changed the branding materials twice, just to keep it looking fresh and ready for anybody who wants to use. Now, we know of our erratic power supply sometimes within the country. So because of that, we decided that, okay, we're not going to run on the national grid, but we're going to focus much more on safe energy and also looking at climate and all that. We're running on solar. So there wouldn't be a time when you go offline, somebody gets there, because currently we're running on an app and then also a WhatsApp chatbot, which gives you that flexibility. If you don't have the app, you can just use our WhatsApp as well. So everything has been put in place to ensure that we have that longevity, we're able to serve people, and we'll just not be a flash in the pan. We're here to stay, and then that's the bigger picture for us.
Okay. So you mentioned something very profound on an app. So obviously the LocQar runs on an app. So every user has to download this app?
Yes.
Okay. So just take us briefly how that works.
Yeah, so LocQar, all you need to do is download the app, whether you're an Android user, which I am, or an iOS user, which quite a lot of people are, but you can get it on the Play Store and the App Store. And once you download it, all you need to do is do a one-time registration, very short, and then you're good to go when you need to use the app. Now you only enter the location, so you pick the location where the LocQar is you want to drop off. Take a picture of the item that you're putting in. Of course, this is for insurance purposes. And then also enter the number of the person who will be picking up. So it works with the app, and then a text message goes to the person with a code to go to the LocQar and then just pick up the item and then close it. So there are two codes, a drop-off code and a pickup code. If you don't want to use the LocQar, that's fine. If you don't want to use the app, that's fine. You just save our WhatsApp number, which literally everybody has WhatsApp, and then you chat with our chatbot on WhatsApp. Very, 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 very simple. And within 30 seconds, you can request and even go to the LocQar, finish your transaction, and you're gone.
From your point of view, where do you see your company in the near future?
Well, all the way up there. So I think we're on the right path based on information we've sampled from users, from the public as well. We're looking at building up to 100 lockers within Accra, so you can imagine a LocQar will be so close to you when you need one. And then also integrating into the Ghanaian system, where you know that people would want to use your LocQar. They're buying something abroad, or they're buying something locally. It says, okay, maybe you're coming from Kumasi, just drop it off in the LocQar. If you have one maybe near Circle, VIP station, people just drop off. And it's going to build that attitudinal chain where people will know that LocQar becomes part of the chain. We can use LocQar for something, and then other people can also use it. So that's where we see ourselves, looking at the bigger picture, being part of the delivery system, being part of the courier system, and being part of businesses that sell online and would also want to use us.
So on a lighter note, with the LocQar, can you keep money in the LocQar?
Where your heart is, where your treasure is, that's where your heart is, right? So, well, if you want to keep it there, but I think, well, mobile money, banks, the other financial institutions. LocQar is not a financial institution. Yeah.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my brother. Today you deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face. Name my man on camera.
Humor, we've got you covered.
Me from TV3 incident to you see me na me face a plan. Me who say before me who say as I plan because I say na I say e ba for man TV3 buy ya boom. Yeah. Na ko yiti ya me patcho. O patcho say. O patcho. Obiabo.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
So we've been having a very interesting conversation about the LocQar. Now it's time to actually see how the LocQar in itself works. And Fred, who is a business strategist for the company, will take us through the process. Hello, Fred.
Hi, Mauli.
So we are here at the LocQar. Can you take us through how this system works?
Sure thing. So LocQar works on 2 channels. That is actually 3. So our website and then our main line, which is an application, a mobile application on iOS and then Android, and also WhatsApp. So today I'm going to demonstrate to you using WhatsApp how you will be able to use our LocQar. So now I'm just requesting a drop-off code, which is the first step. You get a drop-off code which allows you to key in on the system, and then the LocQar opens, you drop off your item, and then another person gets a code, comes here, keys it in here, and then they're also able to pick the item. Okay. I'm entering your number as the receiver. So once I do so, I confirm again to be sure it's the same number. Upon confirmation, I get to select the location. So it says, please select drop-off location. I'm selecting Accra Mall because that's where we are currently. Once I do that, it asks me what size of the LocQar I would want to use, whether small, medium or large. So as you can see here, these are the small lockers, and these are the large lockers, and then the medium ones are on the other side. So
how big is this one?
So I think it can carry average sizes of packages, but if you really want to use something which is large enough, I think your best bet will be the medium and the large lockers. So just now I have the code, so I'll be moving to the interface now, very user friendly. And I think viewers should also take note of how easy and direct it is, and very short as well. So I go to drop off packages and it asks me to enter the code. Okay. So I just enter the 6-digit code and then I confirm. Okay. Once I do so, it automatically opens, and then I'm able to drop off an item in it. So all this is happening exactly under 30 seconds. And then once I'm done, I ensure that the LocQar is closed shut. Okay. So I use your number. So you're supposed to get a pickup code. And once you receive the pickup code, you also come in and then key it in, and then you should be good to go.
And this is how the LocQar looks and works. Very easy, very smart, and also very swift. My name is Mauli Aholimega. This is BizTech on Ghana Web TV.
That was a great interview and a great innovation by LocQar Ghana. Now, our friend Jefferson Senayaza is on standby to give us some helpful internet tools.
Hello there, my name is Jefferson Senayaza from After Music. This week on Tech Bits, I want us to continue from where we left off, which is another alternative for Pixabay. Last week we learned about Pixabay, an online platform for finding free outsourced images for our presentations and projects. Now I wanted to find another alternative which is much bigger and has a wider range of images. Well, this website is called Unsplash. Just like Pixabay, Unsplash is a free online catalog for finding your best images for your projects and presentations. we'll just dive right into it and see what Unsplash is all about. Follow me. So Unsplash is quite a famous stock image website for those of you that already know it, but for those of you that don't, it's very easy. Just Unsplash is spelled UNSPLASH, Unsplash. Once you come, it's got over 1 million free images that you can find, whole lot of it. So we just go to unsplash.com, which is the first thing that pops up on Google, and right from there it tells you that the internet source for free usable images, powered by creators all over the world, as always. So from there's so much content you can find. There's so much you can find. So let's just say you're looking for office, business, Africa, to find at least something that will give you that type of feel. Well, these images are not the best for office things, but you get, and I feel Pixabay does a better job in terms of type of demographic, but Unsplash gives you even a wider range, and not just Africa setting, but it gives you a wider range of things depending on what you're looking for. So there are always keywords, there are always backgrounds. For those of you that want even something really authentic, great backgrounds for your presentations, you can do a map for your presentation. Whatever that you feel will best represent your project, I would highly recommend Unsplash for you. And for those of you that want to download higher resolutions of the same free image, all you have to do is sign up, and as usual you can log in with your Facebook, or just sign up straight with your email address and you should be good. Unsplash is a great tool that I would recommend for everyone. And if you really don't know what you're looking for, just hit the explore button and see what is out there, and it gives you a clue. This is something that Pixabay doesn't really give you a better off, but this Unsplash has a better brand representation. Some are sponsored, by the way, but some are free out there for you to actually have a few and use for your next presentation. So that's it for this week. We now have another great tool to use for our next presentation. I think Pixabay is a great alternative, so is Unsplash. Now we have enough tools to make sure our next presentation is not boring again. So that's it for this week. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
We move on to Biz headlines for the week. Now, our first story is on the Minister for Trade and Industry, Alan Chiremanteng, is likely to present the 2021 budget statement before Parliament on March 12, 2021. The minister will soon be sworn into office by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo following his approval by the Appointment Committee of Parliament. The development comes because Finance Minister Designate Ken Ofori-Atta is currently in the United States undergoing treatment for post-COVID-19 complications. His doctors have advised him to stay on for another 2 weeks for further observation and recovery. Next is on the Registrar General. Madam Jemima Owari, the Registrar General, has revealed her office is awaiting orders from the court before making further payments to customers of defunct fund management companies. According to her, these court orders form part of the liquidation process for the defunct companies. Ghana Web monitored an interview she granted to City Business News, in which Madam Owari stated, "For our end, we have finished our bit of class and creditor meetings, which was done at the end of last year. This year, we haven't held any yet. I am waiting for a few more orders from the court. Once I get that, then I'll have another round of creditor and class meetings." Madam Owari added that her outfit, upon the court orders, will make a determination of their next line of action, which will include the holding of further creditor deliberations. On the Ghana Stock Exchange, Mechanical Lloyd PLC, the automobile firm, is scheduled to delist from the Ghana Stock Exchange next month following a special resolution by shareholders during its last annual general meeting. The delisting, the company says, is in line with its strategy to review its business model and structures to reposition it for the future. Consequently, the company has made an offer to qualifying shareholders to purchase all their outstanding 16,900,048 ordinary shares at 10 pesos per share. Mechanical Lloyd has indicated that the delisting will not impact job security, day-to-day operations, and relationships with stakeholders. The UK has on March 3, 2021 signed a trade partnership agreement with Ghana that secures tariff-free trade and provides a platform for great economic and cultural cooperations. The deal supports a trading relationship worth 1.2 billion euros, 1.2 billion pounds, and reinstates the terms of the economic partnership agreement between the two sides when the UK was part of the EU. It means Ghanaian products including bananas, tinned tuna, and cocoa will benefit from tariff-free access to the United Kingdom. UK exports are also in line to benefit from tariff liberalization from 2023, including machinery, electronics, and chemical products. Gridco is looking forward to pulling down structures around transmission lines and made the announcement while carrying out demolition works around its right-of-way locations along the Tema Achimota Malam high voltage transmission lines this month. The exercise will raid the areas of illegal occupants and encroachers whose activities prevent access to the transmission towers. The specific areas to be affected are Jowulu, Ashiaman Middle East, and areas in East Legon, including American House, Ajeikojo, and Mimpasem. The demolition exercise, when completed, will enable unimpeded access to the transmission towers by Gridco engineers and contractors in order for construction workers to be carried out to ensure adequate and quality power transmission to the Greater Accra region and adjoining areas. That's it for this week's edition of Biz Headlines. But log on to www.ghanaweb.com for more news and stories updates. Also get interactive with us on all our social media handles: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are at the Ghana Web. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ghana Web TV. My name is Na Oyokote. Enjoy a great weekend.